Aquarius, Sun, Sagittarius, Moons. Welcome to your 2026 Sun Moon reading. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. Bio link tree. Text me 646-902-5715. Otherwise, let's get to your reading and we'll talk a little bit about you. So, Aquarius, Sun, Sagittarius, Moons. Your whole deal is you prefer to learn and you like to create things on your own. You don't like people kind of getting in your way. You love to explore. Traveling is like your MO. Exploration has to happen for you. But what doesn't happen for you is settling down. You don't like to be tied down. You don't like to settle down, commit to anything that is really for the long term. You have a really hard time focusing and concentrating on things that you do because you're here, there, and you're everywhere. So really focus in 2026 on being to channel your energy in a single direction so that you can be more productive. You're very imaginative, very independent, very philosophical, very theoretical is what the Sagittarius moon and the Aquarian Sagittarius moon combo brings about. We have the King of Swords. Oh, we'll get to those later. I'm doing these a little bit different this year, so sorry if I get mixed up. You don't like to study. You don't like to work. Doing it for too long, just as you're like, oh, I can't do this anymore. But make sure, like I said, you really want to focus on stuff so you can accomplish great things. You have a great vision, but the practical part isn't there and you get distracted easily. You might seem a little far out in terms of things that you like. So not everyone gets you. They just think you're kind of very eccentric, a little bit odd, but the good part is the people that get you or end up being your friends for life. You're romantic, you're a dreamer. Unfortunately, you do tend to get around a little bit. You don't like to settle with one person. You like to have a lot of experiences with people. So people that are the commitment type might not be very happy with that. And again, very creative, forward thinker, thinks about change. If you want to see this in this entirety, make sure to go to my YouTube channel. And if you want to see the extended reading, go to my Vimeo channel. Both are under Veronica Garnett. So, January, February, and March. Five of Swords in the upright. Looks like you're going to settle a conflict with somebody. It looks as though you're like, hey, you know what? We don't have to keep on having this go on. Let's just put our swords down. Let's move forward without resenting each other. Anything in that regard. You just don't want to have that on your mind constantly, that tension with this person. So you're doing everything that you can in order to kind of offset that, and you can bring harmony and peace into your life. And that makes a lot of sense. I think everyone wants that. Nobody wants to have continual conflict with somebody all the time. In April, May, June, with the King of Swords in the upright, this is very much you to me. I feel as though you are being very objective in your views in regards to how you're going to be moving forward in April and May, June. You're not kind of letting your heart get the best of your feelings, get the best of you, being sentimental. You're taking all the romanticism and, anything like that and just setting it aside. And essentially, whether it's a project, whether it's a career, whether it's a relationship, you're just kind of saying, how would I advise a friend if I had a friend that was getting into this? What would I tell them? And then I feel that you're going about that and doing that. So, and also using all your wisdom, all of your intellect, to incorporate that in it also. It's very important to you during this period of time that you make a very wise decision. So look for that in April, May, June. July, August, September, here we go. Typical Aquarius, Sagittarius. Where am I going to go? What am I going to do? I feel like some of you are feeling a little restless. So you're kind of looking out at all the ships out in that sea and thinking, what direction am I going to go in now? You've already kind of done the thinking on it here. The King of Swords in the upright, and now you are ready to implement it, but still you're not kind of doing anything. So you're hanging out on that shore and looking at everything, surveying everything. Lots of opportunities available to you, but which one are you going to choose? You can't do them all at one time, right? Also, another aspect of this is travel. So some of you are going to be traveling overseas, going to be traveling globally, things like that. So you guys should be really happy during the period of July, August, and September, if that's going on. And then in October, November, December, we have the Emperor card in reverse. When I pull clarifiers in the extended, I'll be able to get a better gauge on that. Right now I'm getting it can go one of both ways. Typically for me, people end up being people in my readings because I'm a psychic empath. So I think for a majority of you with Emperor card in reverse, which happens to be Aries, if I didn't already say that, you're dealing with an individual that's very aggressive, very tyrannical, very cruel to people. You guys aren't about that stuff. You like people that are honest, that are upstanding, that treat people as they should be treated. You're not about, this is annoying. You're not about people that just kind of be mean to be mean. This person's very controlling, very dominating. They could be a boss. They could be someone that's in an position of authority, but they're actually abusing that authority. So I think you're going to have something to say to this person. The other way that it can go, and again, I'll find out when I pull clarifiers, is it could just be you're really unorganized during this point in your life. Everything's all over the place. You're having a hard time restoring order. Maybe you've been pushing off practical things that need to be addressed, and now they've kind of caught up to you and things of that nature. So that's what I have for you at this present time. If it does resonate, of course, consider a personal reading. Linktree bio, text me at 646-902-5715, but make sure you go to the extended version in my Vimeo channel. In there, I'll pull clarifiers on all of these and plop a card of advice in the center for you for 2026. And make sure you put your requests in for your 2026 Sun Moon readings. I'll put you in queue. Otherwise, adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye.